So I had a really interesting, rich upbringing, which would impact my whole life. And I didn't know at that stage. I had some trouble when I was about 15. I was going off the rails, stealing bikes and getting into trouble and setting fire to bins in the park and all that sort of stupid stuff you do as a kid. And I found alcohol at 15, which wasn't always a sensible thing either. So for me, I was sort of in with the wrong crowd early on. And then we went through our what we call GCSEs, so your exams when you're 16 years old. And then I got into sixth form. So I got into high school, if you like. And a lot of my friends that I went to sixth form with, they didn't come up from where I was before. I met a whole new rabble of friends when I was at sixth form. And they were from like good backgrounds. They were looking to go to university. They had aspirations in their life. So for me, I sort of fell in with the right crowd at the right time. And I went to university and I studied business management. Now, academically, I was only really good at business, and I knew I wanted to run my own business one day because I was such an upstart that nobody could tell me what to do, and I couldn't listen to anybody else. A typical entrepreneur, if you like, right from the very beginning. And even at university, I was selling bikes and fixing bikes and getting paid cash without insurance and all sort of stuff. And then I started playing poker, which I was really good at, and funding myself through university with poker. Anyway, all of that aside, I started to work very hard when I was at university because I thought I better try and make something of my life. And I did an internship over the summer with a facilities management business, just a very small one. And I got on really well with those guys. I finished my degree, and luckily for me, they offered me a full-time job after I finished my degree. And I went in on very low pay, worked incredibly long hours, and was completely taken advantage of as a graduate, but that's what you do. And by the age of 24, I'd risen to ops director, had 250 staff underneath me that I was delivering services to. And then that business got bought out by a big German business. So we went from a 10 million pound business to an 8 billion pound business overnight. And I did that for 2 years. And to be honest, I hated every minute of it. I went from being the king of this very small castle to being nobody within the big corporate machine. And then when I was 27, I woke up one day and I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. This is too frustrating for me. I'm not going anywhere. And I handed in my 3 months notice, and I literally started Pareto from my bedroom with no backers, no money, no contracts, no processes, no finance system. Literally me and a laptop in my bedroom, in my pants, thinking, what on earth are we going to do now? And that's how it started. That was it. I was literally 27, sat in my room with no idea. And we went on this incredible journey since that point.